Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships Legends with the Hive Hand. And today we are going to be having the first look at the brand new premium Tier 7 British cruiser, which I'm quite happy to see the British cruisers getting some love. The Perfect 10, which is part of the Racing's Legends event. So, a few quick things to note. The Perfect 10 is indeed based on HMS Plymouth, the Tier 7 premium British cruiser. It has some buffs. It comes with the exhaust smoke generator, which allows you to smoke up at full speed, so you don't need to worry about slowing down to use your smoke. Only difference is it's got a 30-second duration time and a 45-second dispersion time. So it's a buff and a nerf, the way I look at it. Maximum speed is increased from 31 to 31.5 to 36 knots. As you can see with my particular build, we're hitting on the speed boost. We're hitting 45 now. So it's a very fast ship. Torpedo speed has been increased from 62 to 67 knots as well. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Total hit points has been reduced from 4,100 to 36,500. Detectability has been increased to 12.7. Detectability to air has been increased to 7.9. Detectability whilst firing smoke has increased from 5.7 to 6.7, which is probably the most noticeable one, particularly with the type of playstyle that British cruisers have. Maximum AP shell damage has been reduced from 3,100 to 2,800, and the main battery reload has been increased from 6.5 to 7.5 seconds. My particular build, if anyone is interested, is Tennant with Lemonade and Macawa as inspirations. I'm running Ingenious, full speed ahead, Velocious, and steer clear and fully packed. So we knew the speed we got here, the only thing we were going to come up against and likely to get there around the same time with us was a DD. So we weren't particularly concerned about the DD threat there, and I don't think the Summers is going to be all too quick to try and push himself back in, not after getting what's that, about a third of his hit points removed from him almost instantly. So we are going to comfortably sit in here and take the ACAP. There seems to be, or as far as we can tell so far, there's one DD and one battleship over here. I'm expecting a third ship. There usually is. It's not pushed mid, so it's going to be taking the outside, or at least looking at the outside of the cap. But yeah, nothing seems overly eager to directly engage. So as you can see there, we were temporarily, and there we go again. So there's two ships aiming at us. Nothing. I don't think anything's got shots on us. That DD hasn't directly spotted us. It was the plane. So we're gonna comfortably hang around in here. I'm looking to see where the Alabama is, where's it's going, like being prepared to escape out of the front of it as needs be. So we are spotted. Yeah, there's the Summers. It has come back, and unfortunately for the Summers, he's not going to have a very good time at all. Is this going to be fast enough to be considered a dev strike? Yes, it is. There we go. So that's the Summers dealt with. We have lost some hit points in return. We can see the Alabama, the battleship, now beginning to push in. I think he's realised that I'm quite possibly alone. So yeah, I think now's a smart time to get out of here. As fast as the Perfect 10 is, as good as the Perfect 10 is, taking on an Alabama in one-on-one combat, probably not the smartest choice. Yev is spotted there on the corner. That is our third ship. We take half of his hit points straight away. He backs up, he disappears in the smoke, and we're we're not going to see him for a while. I can see the battleship coming in. The DD's hurting. I know the DD's hurting. I don't think he's going to be in a particular rush to try and push in, because he knows, well, as far as he knows, I'm still in the cap. So I am going to push over the other side. Besides killing the Kiev, there's not a whole lot that I can really do here. So I'm not overly concerned about sticking around and supporting the Roma. I think the Roma's got enough that he should be able to take on the Alabama when he pushes. And with his smoke screen, he's probably got the ability to get close enough to kill, or at least be prepared to kill the Kiev. We are spotted now, so they are aware. So I was trying to get some blind fires off there. We're spotted, we're detected by, we've got 2 ships aiming at us. One of them I'm expecting is probably that Kiev, in all fairness. But we decided we're going to push across. The Amalfi was the ship that was spotting us. We're going to take a couple of shots. For the Agile lovers, just to let you know, my rudder shift is down to 2.7 seconds for rudder turn time. So yeah, this, although I'm not really playing it as an Agile cruiser, this is an Agile build, taking advantage of the speed available. And yeah, that's exactly how I plan to use it. So obviously Kiev has been spotted, so has the Alabama. I don't want to get shot at by the Alabama, so I'm going to use one of my smoke generators here. We do take a couple of hits, and unfortunately our friendly Roma gets absolutely ruined. But there we go, we killed the Kiev. So that's our second DD already, and we're gonna, again, I'm not gonna directly try and take on an Alabama. We can see on the map the Amalfi was spotted just in front of us. I'm expecting him to come out here. Obviously we've got our smoke, we both have torpedoes. Mine are faster, mine are significantly faster. So I'm going to turn in, I'm going to slam on the brakes, I'm going to turn in and pray that we don't need a full salvo. We managed to get away with the just taking 3. At least it wasn't 4. That would have put an end to us. And now I'm trying to get away. I do not want to get spotted by that Alabama. Not yet. I still have 3 heals that I can use. One of them is already running. One little side note on the heals. The heal on the Perfect 10 is 183 per second. I believe it's 204 on the Plymouth. So the Plymouth does have a slightly better heal. We turn in, we try to get into the cap to get some extra points. But unfortunately we weren't successful. And now the only thing left to take on is in fact that Alabama that we've been trying to avoid the majority of the match. And like, look at this turn in, we're doing 34.8, call it 35 knots in a full turn, really tight along this island. So like I said, for the Agile lovers, like I actually think the Perfect 10 could be good at kiting because of its speed and because of its rudder. And you've got to remember, British cruisers are a bit weird, where they instantly lose a very small amount of speed, maybe 1 or 2 knots. That's it. That's all the speed they generally lose when initiating a turn. But then they hold a really high speed as well throughout. So it doesn't matter how fast you turn it, it will still hold it. So obviously we're spotted by the Alabama. We fired off our torps. Basically, I assume I'm dead. But we bounced one and dodged the rest of his shells, quite fortunately. Our smoke generator is back up, so we're going to whip into our smoke and try and get some more torpedoes, more torpedoes off. And well, yeah, we've got smoke, we might as well use it. Again, like, this is something that's caught me out a few times. 6.7 kilometers is the range, the smoke firing penalty range. So we either have to stop, eat all his shells, and not fire, or just hide in the smoke. But there's one ship left alive, so we might as well we might as well push. If we die, it would be incredibly difficult for our team to take an L from the position we're in. And there you go. We did take some damage, but again, the squiggly wiggliness of the ship managed to save our behind a little bit there. And with so little health left, I'm not concerned. He's not going to reload before I get another salvo. And there we go. We actually pick up the third kill on the Alabama. So yes, milestones reached. Congratulations. How do we do? 100,000 damage, 3 kills, a dev strike, and 3,358 base experience. So yeah, that's the perfect 10. I hope it's given you a bit of an insight into the ship. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, until next time, take care.